guys. I finished Ironman 70.3 Chattanooga this past weekend, which is unreal to be saying right now. I put together kind of some of the vlogs that I took up until the race. Hi guys, we are 3 weeks away. I'm headed to the pool today. I have to stop by Walgreens to get my medication for my IUD replacement. I've only had my IUD for a year and it's like caused so many problems. Like it only has gotten worse and I've had it a year and a half. I have the Paragard and I'm getting it replaced with the Mirena, so hopefully that'll work well. If not, I think I have to go back to the pill because I am crazy. There's only one Walgreens in Morganton now. There used to be like two kind of right next to each other and they put a stop to that. I'm also visiting my friend in Poughkeepsie next week and she just got a new house. We're gonna give her a little housewarming gift. I messaged her boyfriend and he said to get anything with bears. So I thought it would be really cute to get like a bear toilet paper holder or like a planter or something. We'll see what they have. I don't even know if I'm gonna have time to go to TJ Maxx. I should probably swim first. I am running the New York Marathon for charity in 2025. I can't believe I'm doing it this year. It's crazy to me. I'm running in memory of my mom for New York Presbyterian Hospital. I'm trying to raise $3,500. I'll be posting it a lot more in the coming months, but I just wanted to let my 5 followers know. But yeah, if you can just donate like $10 or something, that would be great. I just thought it'd be really fun to raise some money for a cause that really has like helped my family out. Every weekend in high school, like my family would visit my mom in New York Presbyterian because she was staying there. She stayed there twice. Literally we had no other options. They're like a research hospital, so like since what she had didn't really have like a real cure, they were able to help us enough. People have like mixed feelings about healthcare and I've definitely had my share of like bad experiences, but if we can help people who like normally couldn't afford the hospital bills, like I think our lives would have been a lot different if we didn't get any help. I'll talk more about it, probably like I'll dedicate a video to it to talk about it. I do have a time goal in mind, so like I see a lot of girls that like drink while doing the marathon and I know I'm gonna be tempted to. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hello. We're 3 weeks out from Ironman 70.3 Chattanooga. Today is also not the day that I'm gonna bike on the road again. I need to learn how to take my water bottles in and out of the cages. I had a bottle in between my handlebars and they took that when I DNF'd my Ironman. So I don't know where that is. I bought a new one, it's in the mail, it's coming from Amazon. In Morganton, there's this 1 mile loop that like isn't a road technically, but I'm gonna bike it like 26 times I think today, and then I'm gonna run after. And it's very hot out, it's like 80, it's just humid. That's it. I'll let you know how this goes. It's ridiculous because like once I do get on the road, like I'm not afraid, which is silly to say that I'm so scared of something I've done like a million times. I don't trust cars on the road. I guess I felt that way about swimming. I need to rewire my brain, I think. Everything hurts. I'm covered in chocolate, I'm pretty sure. I have like wrappers in my bra. I also like wanted to have a cute moment with my Birks. I forgot my running shoes, so I have to go home and go running instead. I need a break. That was so hard for no reason. My hand muscles hurt. I guess that was like an important exercise. It is so hot. Gotta stop at Aldi, so I'm gonna get some romaine and stuff before I do my run. It won't be a true run off the bike. I feel like I could pretend. It is what it is. Man, like every muscle but my legs hurts. Like I'm pretty sure my like left toenail is hanging on for dear life. I was really hoping to use my Apple Watch for this next race, but I did a 2-hour bike and I just finished my 1-hour run. My watch died like 20 minutes ago, so I have to buy a new one now. I know which watch I want now. I'm excited about it. We did a lot of house hunting. Welcome to the vlog. We're going to either Kentucky or Wilmington, North Carolina, and we're looking for houses this weekend. I did my bike ride this morning. It was my FTP test. It was pathetic. An FTP test is basically like you pedal as hard as you can for 20 minutes and that's like your functional threshold power. But yeah, we're at the car rental place now. went to Nashville for the Metallica concert. We're renting a car right now, and we're also looking like at houses this weekend, which is super exciting. I took a couple days off, but I also have to work, so I'm taking all my PTO back. All I'm doing in the 7-hour car drive is answering emails. But I woke up at like 6:45 this morning to do my bike ride. I just pictured my ideal life being like traveling all the time while training for triathlons and stuff. Doing both is impossible. I went to New York. I'm back in North Carolina. I didn't put anything on YouTube for like my New York trip, but I'm sick. I have a sore throat. I'm on dose 2 of Dayquil. I have some cure packets. I'm trying to stay hydrated, and I might just skip all my workouts this week and sleep all week so I can race on Sunday. I just took a couple of like quick updates. Wanted to do like a little race recap for you guys and update you. I finished Ironman 70.3 Chattanooga yesterday. Very happy with how I did. It took me like 7 hours. The swim was canceled like 2 days before. I was just like really stressed about starting with the bike. I've never done anything like that before. Usually like I'm pretty warmed up by the time that I get on the bike. We're still at the Red Roof. I just finished like a customer call. Now we're gonna drive back to North Carolina. Jim's walking the dog, so he's on his way back. My coach actually did like 3rd place in her age group, which is amazing. She's like a really good person, and I like feel like we can both do really well. I'll finish my race recap later, but I just wanted to update everyone. I'm done, I did it. The swim was canceled. I guess like the flow rate, normally it's at like 20 FPS and it was at 50 FPS, so they were like, this is kind of unsafe for the people in kayaks. They're there for the safety, and they can't really maintain a position if the river is flowing super fast. My swim times would have been amazing, but so they canceled it. A lot of people don't like this swim, but it was like a big source of my anxiety for the race. I've done just a bike race before, and I know it's biking into running, but like usually I swim at a pace so that when I come out of the water, usually I'm not slow, I'm pretty average, but it's pretty spaced out between people, so I'm able to like comfortably like get on the bike with no people around and get on my merry way. Like the idea of like just being in line, like they sent people off 2 at a time, like every couple seconds, but it was my worst nightmare. At the starting line, I was already like clipped into my bike, and like people, there were like 5 people smashed really closely together, and I was like, I'm gonna either crash into these guys or fall, and I didn't. It was fine. Not like the strongest cyclist, I'm slow, and like my bike handling skills are not good. This guy was talking to me and he was like, you look really nervous, and I was like, I am, and that was a big part of it. And also like I was getting in my head about my DNF. Last year, less than a year ago, I attempted Ironman Lake Placid, and I got 100 miles into the bike course and I got pulled off because I took like 20 bathroom breaks. It was my fault, but I was pretty like marginally able to do that race anyway. I don't know if I made this up or it's actually a thing, like to have like multiple DNFs. Like once you like start a DNF streak, it's like hard to break out of it, and I just didn't want that, so I was like, I have to finish at all costs. I did finish, which was like a huge relief. I did an Ironman 70.3 in 2023, and I got engaged right after. Another reason, I'm all over the place right now, but like another reason that I ended up being kind of happy that they canceled the swim, even though I would have rather swam, is I got to race with my engagement ring, because I will not swim in open water with like my ring. If I'm just like hanging out in like the ocean, yeah, maybe. My ring's pretty loose to begin with, so if my fingers are like a little bit cold, it'll fall off. So I got to race with my ring, and I did put on a full face of makeup before this race. I was like, I will take this opportunity. I think other people did too. Like this woman definitely had some fake eyelashes on, and I was like, get it, girl. I didn't put my extensions on. I pretty much sweat all my makeup off at the end of the race, but all my makeup has SPF, so really I was just taking care of my skin. I was convinced that I was like extremely sunburned after, because I like went in the porta potty and I looked at my skin. It was like so red, and I was like, I will never recover from this. But it was really nice. I started off my bike race. I was like feeling really nervous for like at least the first 5 miles, and within the first 5 miles, I think Jim had timed it. Jim is my fiance. He had timed it, maybe not on purpose, but like he was walking the dogs as I was biking by, so I got to see him and the dogs. And then 5 miles before the end of my bike, he actually was there to like record me, and I looked at the video, and it's just funny to me because I bike at like 13 miles an hour on a good day. So the fact that like I'm always so nervous about like being in a high-speed biking accident is hilarious to me, because that's pretty slow. I'm comparing my performance to like my 2023 race in Wilmington. It was a 70.3. It was self-trained, and ever since then I've worked with a coach, and she's amazing. Erin, she actually she won 3rd place in her age group. She's amazing. She finished her race, had a full shower, definitely put on like some makeup. She looked really good, and her husband came back to watch me at the finish line, which like really, like my fiance wasn't even at the finish line, but that's also because he couldn't find parking. And I was like, I guess I would rather have him be right there with the car to pick me up and my bike after the race, so that's fine. Anyway, my Wilmington race, the bike course was super flat, but it was really hard. Chattanooga was like a lot hillier. For the full Ironman, is it just this twice? I don't know, I'll look it up though. It was a lot hillier, and I think my motto for the race was free speed. I think my coach had mentioned, one, she sent me a video about like speed management. You're not doing a steady effort like above and over the hills. It's like you know, keep a low effort up the hills, and then you power over to like maximize the speed. You like maximize the speed that you start at, because you only increase from there. I have a tendency to like want to surge up hills and like power through it, but I heard that is not the right thing to do. Another thing, I'm like worse than like a normal person at like getting bottles out and drinking, because I'll have like a panic attack when I like go to put them back in the cage because they just won't fit. So I had like 3 water bottles. To avoid not finishing, I just told myself as long as I was moving, I would finish. And I was like, okay, I can't take any more than 2 bathroom breaks. I think I did only take 2. I only stopped twice. The cutoff was like 11:55. You had to be past mile 30, and as soon as I made the cutoff, that's when it kind of worked out that all my bottles were empty, because it was really hot and I drank a lot of water. So I refilled my bottles. I got a couple more gels. I think my fueling plan, like nutrition plan for the race, went really well. I didn't feel bloated during the run or anything like that. I probably kept it lower than I normally would have. Yeah, I had like 1 huge bottle of Scratch. It was like 100 grams of carbs that I plan to drink like 1/3 of that every hour. The course is not as nice as Lake Placid. Like Lake Placid is the course, and I will try again when I have a chance at finishing during the daytime, which I think it's going to take me like 10 years to walk up one hill. And I was like, I hope this isn't one of like many hills, because it'll really make me worried about finishing. And it was fine. That was the only hill. You can go and see the race like elevation online, and it looked like at mile 40 there was like a gigantic hill. Didn't even notice it. I was like, I'm basically done. The run, I didn't realize it was like a 2-loop bike course. I am convinced that a lot of people just walk the whole half marathon and they still finish before me, but I ran the whole time. Like I walked at 8 stations, so that was kind of part of my plan, and it definitely, like, I think I did really well because of it. Compared to other people, my run was better than my bike. For the bike and the run, my times were like 15 minutes faster than they were in 2023. I think that's a win. When you check in for the race, they give you this like huge backpack, and it has like a little compartment at the bottom where you can like keep stuff. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but there's like a poster. I'll probably put that up if I have like a little area for training when we move. And I actually love this hat. I can't put it on right now. I have like a claw clip in. It's very comfortable, and these are all my favorite colors. They gave me a swim cap. I was like, I'll take it, I guess. Oh, let me get my medal. It's a 10-year anniversary since they started doing it in Chattanooga. We stayed at the Red Roof Plus, and I didn't read reviews on it, but I was like surprised at how good a price it was. It was like not in a good area of town, but I didn't think it was like a big deal. And Jim goes, these reviews are very bad. And I was like, people are dramatic, okay? And it really wasn't that bad. Jim even went as far to say that it was a half step above other places that we stayed. There were some people who had their cars were completely filled with clothes and they were changing in the parking lot, but that's fine. I'm gonna start training for the New York Marathon this week, and I'm gonna also try to find some sprint or Olympic triathlons to do over the summer just to like maintain my bike and my swimming skills. Stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.